Google has just released its most powerful AI models yet, Nano Banana 2 and Gemini 3.1 Pro. They're delivering extremely high performing capabilities. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use these both models step by step and also compare some of the most coolest, mind-blowing use cases that you can try today. To save your time, what we've done is we've used Nano Banana 2 across different variations, and we've shown you what is the difference between your previous Nano Banana Pro and Nano Banana 2. If you go to their official website, you will realize that there is one thing that they're regularly emphasizing on, which is the speed. So if Nano Banana was decent, if Nano Banana Pro gave you really good results, Nano Banana 2 is faster at giving the same results. When you pick an LLM model to create an image, there are three core important things that you have to find to make the right decision. First one is consistency. That if I'm putting my face, is the output matching my face? The second one is coherence. That if I have asked for something, if I have added some text, is my final image matching the expectation? And the third is control. The control could be around the tiny details, the resolution, overall picture, right? The crazy thing about Nano Banana 2 is that they allow you to add multiple objects, multiple characters, and still maintain consistency. So they have specified that you can have character resemblance for up to 5 characters and fidelity of up to 14 objects. And I'll show you one by one as to what we have discovered. And for all the images, the prompt is also here. We'll first cover Nano Banana 2, and then in the second half, Rohak will take you through Gemini 3.1 Pro. Consistency is 100% way better. What we've noticed here is that there is a certain level of hallucination in detailed architecture, so that could not be created. But when you use NB2 in an LLM aggregator, like your Higgsfield or Freepik, you can have pictures up to 4K as well. So you start from 512 pixels and you can have it up to 4K. Text consistency, way better than before. I could actually see less and less text mistakes in general. We did a comparison between a product visualization, and if you were to open Nano Banana Pro, you will notice that there is still some kind of blurriness, some kind of text gap. But when we go to Nano Banana 2, the skin texture, the imperfections, the fogging, every single thing was maintained at a double speed. So it has become faster than ever. We were also trying style transfer, where you could put an input image and some filters, and then you were able to, create something on your own. To check world knowledge, as they claim that, this AI LLM model has built-in knowledge, we simply asked NB2 to create a flat lay infographic showing how GPUs work. So it did a pretty good job. Like from a first impression, I think it was able to put a lot of information together. It might be hallucinating in some areas for visualization. And then we said redesign the same thing in Hindi without changing any elements. Here it had some hallucinations in Hindi, but that's completely okay because this is of course the latest worst of AI. As I mentioned, LLM aggregators are now going to use Nano Banana 2. So whether you have Higgsfield, Freepik or Figma, you can now have Nano Banana in your own design files, which is actually insane. To use Nano Banana Pro, you have to go to gemini.google.com and in your tools section, simply click on Create Image. They've added NB2 to all the three models. Earlier, when you wanted NB Pro, you had to use the thinking version. But now NB2 is available in all of these three areas. But wait till you see the demos of Gemini 3.1 Pro, because that is beyond images as well. So now I will give the stage to Rohak so that he can show you everything that Gemini 3.1 Pro can do.
Thanks, Ansh. Now, before moving on to all the use cases of Gemini 3.1 Pro, let's understand how this model is outperforming other models on the benchmarks. So, in the blog post of Gemini 3.1 Pro, they have attached this benchmark table. Let's understand what this benchmark table means. If you can see, there's a test like Humanities Last Exam, Arc AGI 2, and much more. But most people don't understand how Gemini 3.1 Pro is outperforming these models on these benchmarks. So in humanities last exam, they test all these LLM models on the reasoning capabilities. Now if I wanted to show you this graph, it shows the graph between accuracy and the time period. And you can see that Gemini 3.1 Pro is outperforming all other models right now. So it's a multi-model benchmark at the frontier of human knowledge, and it is designed for all the academic benchmarks. Along with this, you can also see in the table that they have mentioned ArcAGI2. Now, if you don't know, ArcAGI2 means that the ability of the model to learn new things and then generate on the basis of that. In this, they have given these patterns to a particular model and their solution, and then they provide a new pattern and then ask the model to solve it. And along with this, you also have some SWE benchmark, Apex agents, and MCP Atlas, and much more. So all the LLMs are tested on these benchmarks, which proves which one is better from one another. If you see this graph right now, Gemini 3.1 Pro outperforms everything like Sonnet 4.6, Opus 4.6, or even GPT 5.2 and 5.3 codecs. Now let me also show you what people have been using Gemini 3.1 Pro for. So people have been using 3.1 Pro for creating simulations like this. Along with this, another user created these landing pages. Along with this, users are also creating landing pages using Gemini 3.1 Pro, and these are the outputs. And then you also get a water simulation inside Gemini 3.1 Pro. And you can see how good this simulation is. It follows all the physics, all the principles for water bodies. And look how smooth that simulation is. Along with this, people are also combining Notebook LM with Gemini 3.1 for building landing pages, and then before building landing pages, researching on all the best practices, all the best type of landing pages, and then creating it using 3.1 Pro. And these are some other examples of websites that people have been building using Gemini 3.1 Pro. To start using it, go to gemini.google.com, and then in the models drop down, instead of fast, use Pro. In this, you can see that they have mentioned 3.1 Pro. This enables you to use Gemini 3.1 Pro. Now, I am currently on the Ultra plan, but you can use this across all the plans. But the responses time and the results may vary. Let us start with creating simulations using Gemini 3.1 Pro to see how good it is. So to create it, simply select Canvas mode from your options, and instead of fast, use Pro. So I'll type in create a hyper-realistic simulation of ocean water, and that's it. Let's see what Gemini can create using this simple prompt. And you can see that it has started creating the code for me. This is one of the fastest response that I have seen so far. And look at the quality of code. It is defining everything from UI, control group, and even the water clarity. Now once this is ready, we will be able to see the preview. And now you can see that the preview is now ready. I can spin this up. I can see all the waves are being generated. Now you can see that the output is following all the physics. You have water clarity, and along with this, it has also given you all the ocean controls such as water clarity, sun elevation, wind speed, and all the wave intensity. So using Gemini 3.1 Pro, you can create simulations like this. Another very interesting use case of Gemini 3.1 Pro is that you can use it to create SVG animations. Now this used to take a lot of time and efforts to create something like this. But from Gemini, you can now create it with a simple prompt. Let us try it out. Go to your Gemini account, select Canvas from the tools, and instead of fast, use Pro model, and then type in create a SVG animation of a plant growing from a seed, and then click on send. Now you'll see Gemini 3.1 Pro creating these animations for you. Now these are direct assets that you can use in your websites, applications, and in all other places where you can import SVG files. And now you can see that the code is now ready, and we might get a preview in the next seconds. And now we have our animation. If I click on this plant seed, you can see that my plant is now growing. And if you notice, it was also giving us text on the bottom. If I click on reset and say soil ready for new seed, as soon as I click on plant seed, it says sprouting and then reaching for the sun, clicking on almost there, and then it says bloomed. If you watch closely, it understands the nature laws. For example, first the stem will come, then the leaves, and then the final flower. And look how smooth that animation is. This is the power of 3.1 Pro. Now you can create these animations and directly use them or import them into your websites as assets. Now these are the examples that Gemini has showed in their blog post. You have a plant growing. You also have this parcel received. This is the animation that you see in most of the cases where you place your order. Now along with this, if I scroll down a little, it says that 3.1 Pro is also available on Notebook LM. So if you don't know, Notebook LM is a tool used for research as well as writing. And with the power of 3.1 Pro, it can summarize better, it can create much more better results for you. And it's only available for Pro and Ultra users. And along with this, if you see the benchmark chart again, you can see that it is very good with the agentic development as well as SWE benchmarks, which means that you can use Gemini 3.1 Pro in development also. Let's see how you can use it. So for that, we'll use another tool called Anti-Gravity. Now, Anti-Gravity is a tool created by Google for all the agentic developments. On the left side, you have a navigation bar in which you have knowledge browser settings and an option for your workspace. And in the center, you get a prompt box. Now, in this prompt box, you can choose from planning mode or the fast mode, and then you can also choose your model. And you can see that Gemini 3.1 Pro is now available on this. You have Gemini 3.1 Pro high version as well as low version for faster development. Now, if I say create an animated landing page for a FMCG website, for a FMCG product website, and that's it, and I click on send. So I'm currently on the agent manager. Along with this, you can also create a workspace, and the top right corner can enable you to open your editor. Now in this, on the left side you can see all your files, outline as well as timeline, and on the right side you get an input box directly to see your changes and your code simultaneously. I can also type in the same prompt here to create an animated FMCG product website, and then use Gemini app 3.1 Pro only, and instead of planning I can use fast, or let's use planning for now only, and click on send. And now you can see that it has a task plan, and in the task breakdown you can see that the planning has now been completed. So it's creating all the plans by itself, it reasoning. So Gemini 3.1 Pro also comes with a higher thinking capability, which means that it can think first and then implement. On the right side you can see that it's waiting for my approval. I'll click on proceed, and I can see all the goal descriptions, all the proposed changes, and much more. You also have a script.js file, style.css file. If you don't know, .css file is used for styling your website, and .js file works as a backend or the entry point for your website. And along with this, inside Anti-Gravity, if you don't want your agent to ask you again and again, you can choose this setting and then change it to always proceeds. Along with this, you can also upload your project files and then ask it to create a new feature inside your project or application. And on the right side, you can see that it's now editing all the files for me. And now it's using Nano Banana Pro for generating all the images for my website. And if you want to upload your own images, you can also achieve that using this input box. You can simply click on this add button and then upload your media files. And on the left side, if I expand this folder, you can see that all my files are here. I have index.html, I have script.js, I also have styles.css. If I click on this index.html, you can see that it's now currently editing all my index.js file. I can click on accept changes or even reject it. I'll click on accept changes and then open this index.html file, and you can see that this is the website created by 3.1 Pro. Now these images are currently being generated. Along with this, you get all the animations if you scroll down. Now if you watch closely, the right side of the image is animated. Along with this, if I scroll, you can see all other animations applied on this. You have a scroll animation. You also have animations on these boxes. So Gemini 3.1 Pro was able to create this within minutes. Now if I go back to my editor, I can see all my coding files. I can manually make changes to all these files and even ask my agent to do it for me. So this is how you use Gemini 3.1 Pro. Now if you want us to create a detailed video of any of these use cases, let us know in the comments. And now over to Ansh.
All of these AI models are improving at an extremely fast pace. And I know that it becomes very difficult for you to catch up. But that is the truth. People who learn how to learn things quickly will have far more opportunities come their way. And I see so many people restricting themselves to one LLM, whereas in reality, I am 100% sure that the world is going to move to LLM aggregators. Nobody has the budget or the bandwidth to buy so many LLM subscriptions at one point. That is why, whether it's for documents, data analysis, presentations, or content in general, people are going to move towards LLM aggregators. So you have your Higgsfield, your Freepik, your Julius. All of these tools coming together will help you access all of these LLMs. The problem is that even if you have bought an LLM aggregator, how would you know which LLM to trigger for a specific task? So please make sure that you're fully updated with what is happening in the world. Establish an AI lab in your organization, and if you're an individual person, dedicate a certain time of your day just to catch up with AI tools. We'll put all the details in description of how you can start learning. Let me know in the comment section if you can suggest more topics, because we want to make sure that our YouTube channel becomes the world's most valuable YouTube channel to learn about agentic AI. To show us support, make sure that you click on the subscribe button and like this video. I hope that you're taking care of your mind and body. This is your instructor Ansh Mehra, and you are learning from the Cutting Edge School.